narrow, keeping out of sight, where we all blow into new flow. Sunset spilling out, light leaks on the pavement, shadows blacking out, punk rock and pagan, dancing like a kid, stepping on the stage, hot like gasoline. I am the black holes in your eyes, hiding for nothing. Symbols in the skies, something is coming. Can't come prop you up, dead man on the dance floor, pulsing through your blood.
Yo, what's up, everybody? The Azuki event last night was awesome. I saw just like the video where they announced how they were dropping the airdrop into people's wallets, which was really cool how they did that. And yeah, the floor on that airdrop is like 3 ETH. Volume's looking great as well. It might be the top day in the past 30 days. We'll find out pretty quickly. Yeah, let me get in the other guys here.
That one of the gutter
Yo.
rat dudes fucked the
Can
other
you guys hear
gutter
me?
rat dude's girl. Yeah, oh man, sorry. What's going on?
Just chilling. What's up?
Not much, man.
So the Azuki event was badass.
Yeah,
What
I
is
was
this
just saying,
thing
it
Daniel
looked
got
like
hit
the best
sent?
party. Yeah, Wiz Khalifa was there. Daniel got hit sent a video. It looked like the best like NFT party that we've seen so far. It looked super sick.
We them boys. Azuki holders rejoice. 2 free NFTs airdropped. Not exactly sure when the snapshot was taken, but
Not
Epic.
total check, by the way.
Yep, got you, Luis.
yeah, just awesome. Cool to see. Not many are listed. Azuki floor didn't take a hit at all after the airdrop, which is also great to see. You know, as bullish as I've ever been on this project. Don't need to rehash it a million times, but I think this is probably the best competitor to the Bored Ape ecosystem in the marketplace right now. I wouldn't really consider CryptoPunks a competitor to Azuki, just because CryptoPunks obviously will always have a higher floor than them. But yeah, I think the upside for potential for Azuki at this point is unlimited. With only 1,000 Azuki NFTs listed right now out of 10,000, like, I don't know. I mean, the floor could just teleport again. We've got a merch drop coming up. They teased some of it last night. I think from what it looked like, the event hit like complete capacity and they had to like start turning people away. I don't even know, but it looked like madness. Super cool to see. Happy for the airdrop. Holding the airdrop, holding Azuki's. Let's go.
Okay, sick. Yeah, I watched some stuff on Twitter. I saw a sick bomber jacket. I don't know how you get it, if that's what's coming out in the merch drop or whatever, but I would love that jacket. I think it's sweet. One thing on how I am going to play this, since I'm not in Azuki's yet, is look to do what I do with any project that has potential and see what these something officials, what they become when they like reveal or whatever, and see about getting a rare and just watch the floor. I don't know like if it'll follow the same thing that like the mutants did, where they went up the first couple days and then they cooled off, and then they really cooled off and just sat low for a while the project with like everything BAYC was kind of dormant. But I am gonna try to play the rare thing here if there are like rares and all that stuff on the project, because I would like to get in some exposure on Azuki's. Yeah,
I don't know what it could be. I just think it's so interesting that they didn't go to public sale. Like, they only rewarded the holders and they gave everybody 2 instead of just 1, which is, I think, a testament to the team. And I was saying this earlier, But like the fact that they didn't announce a snapshot, they didn't announce an airdrop, they just surprised people with it. I think that will incentivize more people to hold Azuki in general for the long haul. So yeah, I'm excited to see what comes with this project. I think it really has massive upside potential for the rest of this year. I could see it running to like a 35-40 ETH floor by the end of this year. We'll see.
Cool. I could see that happening for sure, especially if the market continues the way it's been going the past week or so, the NFT market. Speaking of, the volume has a decent shot of breaking the 30-day high of like 132 million. It's not looking as good as it did 3 hours ago in terms of breaking that record. It's definitely going to break the past few weeks, but I don't know if it's going to beat that March 17th. I'm going to assume that was probably around the ape stuff and everything. What do you think's going to happen, McKay? I'm just looking at Dune. I don't know what the other sites are showing for volume.
Yeah, everything shows that today's volume should surpass.
Well,
basically the
Dune
past-
isn't showing it. Oh, 2 weeks? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, past 2-3 weeks. And I think it's accurate. Really, I mean, there isn't a much to assume other than that most of the volume's a result of the Azuki airdrop, I guess. I don't know what else is causing all the volume, but yeah, I mean, today there's a ton of volume and we should surpass. It looks like we're going to surpass really the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, it looks really solid. And yeah, I would kind of assume it has to do with the Azuki stuff too. But we have also just had an uptick the past 3 days from our low on the 28th, Monday, which is usually a pretty slow day. We went up from 77 to 83 and then yesterday to 92. But this is obviously going to be a really big day. So I would say that Azuki's had something to do with this. I did see Bored Apes also doing, I don't know, up 5 or so ETH from the floor of like 103. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I think it was Bored Apes. Yeah, Bored Apes up to 111.
Wow.
People were talking about that yesterday, and I noticed, and I had been checking to see what was going on with mutants at the same time, just because it always seems like people know what the heck's going on before. And I said, like, to AD, because a week or two ago, maybe a little more, people were, like, big boys were buying, like, 10 plus, just like a ton of Azukis, and it's like, why all of a sudden? And some people knew what was up, I feel like, but seems like something's up with the BAYC stuff. So, but no, huh?
I think everyone's just funneling money into into like solid long.
That too, yeah. We talked about that. The people are getting burned in the middle low tier right now, and that means the market is maturing and it's actually better for the market. You saw this when ICOs bled out, Ethereum and Bitcoin doing really well, and then they had an awful period for several years. But yeah, you'll see in any market the good ones start to take money away from those projects that have nothing going for them. And you also see people just completely leaving the space as well. They get burned and can't get into decent projects. So cool. You guys want to talk about the Dreadfuls?
Yeah, a little bit. So these minted out on whitelist just about an hour ago. And you know, per usual, we see that post mint volume going really crazy. Got up to like 0.18. I bought a couple around 0.16, 0.15. Right now they're sitting right around 0.12, 0.13, but the volume's steady. So watching for these, probably gonna look the cost average, but gas is really high right now, man. So scalping some of these really low price projects in like the 0.1, 0.2 range, it really does hurt your margins when you're paying 0.03 gas on a TX like this. But cool looking project. They have a staking mechanism that's already live, which I think is decently bullish. There's like coming up on 10% staked. So yeah, we'll see. 2-to-1 distribution, and I guess we'll see what the market determines these are valued at.
Yeah,
Probably just a hold. That's what I'm going to do. I bought one at 0.16, a little too high, I think, but that's okay. With whitelist minting it completely and the staking, like Garrett said, I think the floor can move. Probably look for an exit like 0.3 if we see it. A little scalp.
Pretty cool. Art's cool. One to watch, I think, after reveal too. I think these are kind of sick.
Definitely. Let's hit the arcade land sale too.
Yeah. What's up next?
So this
Let's
is
do it.
tomorrow. The whitelist mint is tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern, and then the public mint is tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern. There's a few different degrees of price. It starts at 0.25 ETH, and then the most expensive is 3 ETH for the mega plots of land, probably like equivalent to whatever, like the penthouse or something in World Wide Web land. But there's a lot of hype around this. Huge following by a lot of big names, and people are excited for it. Looks like it already integrates a lot of current PFP projects in their universe that they've got built out. So I'm gonna try to mint these. I think that it should be an easy flip if you can mint. We're expecting the more rare plots to sell out on the whitelist though, from what I'm hearing, like the mega and the extra large. So I'm anticipating maybe just the standard and large drop, which is 0.25 and 0.5 ETH accordingly.
Cool. Sorry, some news came out for SupDuck people. They're probably gonna do their announcement on their roadmap. One of our guys is super bullish on that project, Zsodes, because they were gonna announce their roadmap after all their megatoads sold out. So they said they're gonna do something on tonight's stream. They do like a weekly stream or something. So just something to look out for if you're into that project at all. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Stone skeletons. This is who's covering?
Talking about
This is you,
the
right?
Tombstone.
Tombstone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is on my radar today for probably my favorite soul mint. They kind of look like a D-Gods derivative, but the cool thing is D-Gods know that, and they seem to be kind of okay with it, and they're pretty excited for it, to be honest. I know Frank himself is in their Discord, and I've seen screenshots of him saying how excited he is for the project, which makes me feel pretty confident it's going to do well. They look great.
Why did one sell for like 50 soul or whatever?
So
Like,
yeah,
what was that one?
I think there's 5 of those, and that was the first legendary one. It's basically just a staking project, at least for now, and they get like a significantly higher return from staking. So at least functionality, that's what it's from. It probably will look cooler than all the other ones. Just a one of one.
Cool.
Really.
Okay.
It's a great sign for the project itself. I know a ton of us in chat are super excited for it. We've been talking about it for a couple of days now. Whitelist token has been fluctuating between 3 and 4. I've been waiting for my opportunity to grab one. I just think if
They're
you have
cool.
your first D-Gods derivative with an okay roadmap with some promising news down the line, I like it a lot. I don't think it's going to be anything too crazy right out of the gate, but I could totally see these running. I think the mint is only 1 soul. Whitelist will be at 4:20 p.m. And they should have a decent amount left for the public at 6:20 p.m. Should have almost 3,000 left. So, cheap mint, cool project.
I
You
see.
guys like them? I like them.
So 3,710 for pre-sale, then 2,956 for public.
Yep. sounds
Okay.
about right.
These I don't know why it reminded me of the stoned. What's the one that Ace Love really liked?
Stoned Ape Crew.
Yeah, it reminded me of not Stoned Apes. The Buds. Best
Oh,
Buds.
Best Buds.
Best
Yeah.
Buds.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like something with the glow effect or something.
Theme projects, if they get enough attention, seem to all do pretty well, for whatever reason, on Solana.
Must be
Maybe
the
it's because
crowd.
the Stoned Ape Crew
It's
is
the demo.
one of the blue chips, but
Yeah.
who knows? Yeah, no, I'm totally going for these for sure.
Cool. I'm gonna go for them too.
Yeah, and there's another cool mint today that McKay's got some details on.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. It's called. I think it's called Ancora. I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's. Yeah, it should be Ancora because there's an A.
Uh-huh.
Basically, it's like a payment processor built on Solana that acts as an NFT, but also is built for merchants, because the idea behind the product is essentially this will act as a middleman like Stripe does for most businesses. Very similar to that, this will be the Stripe equivalent, but in the like in this metaverse that they have kind of conceptualized. I first saw this project at the beginning of the week, and then there was some FUD, and Slumped might know more about the FUD than I do, but from what I understand, there was some FUD that popped up 1 or 2 days ago, basically regarding like the team saying like they're not capable of making this product, or like how is this going to benefit the holders, and so they kind of rewrote their Medium article and explained that how it works is like when someone implements their payment processor, which looks very similar to Stripe but uses Phantom or any Solana wallet, their token is then their holders of the NFT are distributed a small portion of sales using their platform through their Encore token, or Ancore token. And so that's like the concept. Make sales using their product, distribute a large portion of profits back to their team because they're trying to like make this an actual startup company, and then distribute a smaller portion of profits back towards the holders of the token. The issue is like without a large majority of this space using this product, it's going to be hard for real holders of this token to be super bullish on it because really the financial return they're going to see is so minor. And so that's why I think like as great of an idea as it is, I don't think the Solana space is necessarily ready for a product like this just yet. And what also concerns me is that someone like Stripe or someone like MoonPay, who's a step ahead of Stripe, or someone like Coinbase Commerce, who already has a Shopify extension that can be easily integrated into any Shopify site, any of those three could easily add Solana integration on top of what they already have, which is ETH integration, and basically do this without the tokenomics, which frankly the tokenomics is a selling point. It's not the product. And so that's where I'm at with it. I don't know if Slumped has anything to add.
I've seen people, I think, and again, I didn't do too much diving into this, but I've seen some people say that these guys just took the open source code for a Solana processor and just kind of rebranded it. So just adding on to everything that you've said does cause some issue for concern for sure. But I mean, the general consensus is people are still excited for it. So assuming the whitelist mints go well, it's definitely still on my radar. But definitely some cause for concern.
Yeah, I'd rather just go for the other one today, the Tombstone stuff. But I guess this one would just be a little more risky is all the only reason I'm saying that. It could be better, but yeah, I like the other one, art more and all that. So,
yeah,
cool. And Cora, we've got retail. We had the dunks today, Union Passport dunks, which, pretty cool drop. I mean, a ton of people hit, and should be just like really easy money. Yeah, McKay, you want to cover anything in particular on these?
I mean, yeah, not really. That's kind of all there is to it. It was there were 2 colors, both ended up dropping online, and I mean, both should end up around like 400 to 500 really easily. And it seems like that's kind of where they're already at, and then it's probably like tops out probably around 600-700 in a few months, in my opinion. But there's very few shoes like when we have these domain releases where everyone kind of comes together and agrees that they're fire. Like even Ama Money Air collaborations, which always yield great profit, there's always some room for discussion as to if the shoe's actually good looking or not. But it seems like these shoes, like general consensus is that they're people like them, and so they'll do really well.
I think Valor in particular did pretty well. Mech also worked, but they had a weird bug where you had to open a browser in bot in order to kind of check them out, which threw me off a little bit.
Yeah, this was This drop was kind of interesting because a ton of people didn't even see the purple pair because you're going so quickly and it was just over in a little tab. But it worked out well because if you got through out of stock and you knew what you were doing, which obviously we would tell people, if you got out of stock on the blue pair, you could easily go on another tab, cart the purple pair, and then go through with your checkout. So that worked really well for me because my blue pair went out of stock and I got a purple pair. And I'm sure a bunch of people were able to do the same. So a nice drop for manual users as well. Let's see, what else do we have retail wise?
We just saw Best Buy drop
Yeah.
GPUs, which was the first time they've done Founder Edition GPUs in quite a while, like well over a month. Least Wash just hit a shit ton of them.
I got 23 myself. This is, I mean,
God.
we haven't seen them restock in what, months?
Yeah, they did
been a
in
while.
store last week, but I mean, prices aren't great right now because the anticipation of these GPUs is that this ETH merge, which kind of ties back to crypto, I guess, is going to cause obviously way less incentive for mining. And so there's, as a result, basically mining profits are directly correlated with GPU prices, as we've said before. And so prices aren't great, but I mean, Least Wash, like anyone who hit a bunch is still going to make great money. It's not like they're a pass or anything, and they're probably going to keep remaining a buy for a while, especially Founders Edition GPUs. And you have to keep in mind too, like as much demand as these come from, from mining, like, there's still such an absurd amount of demand from just the average Joe who wants to build a gaming PC, and these are amazing for that. So, like, there's still plenty of profit on these. And they didn't drop for Total Tech, which is really nice too. So I wanted to add that in. I don't think we saw that coming at all.
I had to dust off the old Best Buy bot.
Yeah, I actually can't. I canceled my Best Buy bot during midway through the drop because I was having too many issues with it. But
Cool. Yeah, the mining on Ethereum is interesting and how much it's going to affect these GPU prices for sure. I'm looking actually, it looks like honestly Ethereum may at this point not even be the most profitable anybody mining in our chat right now. But anyways, something to look out for those prices. Slump, do you want to talk about the Mondo?
Yes, I can
Release?
mention it. So for the past couple of weeks, we had Mondo doing collabs with A24, the indie movie company. Any of you guys familiar? They've got like a super culty kind of following. And all of these posters have been doing really well. I'm looking at the prices right now, actually. So we had The Witch. I haven't seen it, but I'm pretty sure it's one of the bigger movies, just reception-wise. The variant.
Oh, we lost Slumped. I don't have him.
I can hear him still.
I have them.
Can you hear me?
There we go. I hear you.
I got
now.
him.
Okay, cool. So yeah, what I was saying was the variant print of The Witch is selling for around 250, looks like. The non-variant at 175, which is pretty much 100 to 150 profit on each one, depending which one it was. And let me see what the Lighthouse is looking like right now. Sales for 250. Yeah, so I mean, these Mondo A24 prints have been really good to us. I know they're pretty limited, so not too many people even really go for them or hit, but the ones that do get rewarded super nicely, which is awesome. Big fan of Mondo. I bought like 10 total today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I went crazy. And the Ex
Cover your
Machina ones from
walls.
last week are still holding up well.
Cover all
Yeah,
your walls,
I figured,
man.
I figured if it's the last A24 one, I might as well just send it.
Cool.
I have some movies to catch up on.
WWE. We've got WWE. This is like the first thing I'm going for in a long time. Like first Panini Dutch auction. I'm targeting a buy-in at $12.50.
I'm with you on that, Vince. I mean, you saw the print run of the box is what, like 1.3 thousand total.
Seems like it, yeah.
something like that. I think these will be pretty. I mean, first WWE product, Nini, well, Prism,
Yeah,
and yeah, I think it's gonna be a hit. I would definitely target around 1200 myself also.
yeah. I think it's pretty safe there. I don't want to, if I miss it at 14 or 15, so be it. But I want to try to optimize, and if I can get around 1250 or lower, that's going to be my plan.
Yep.
If somebody had a stock checker, that would be just insane. You used to be able to do that on there. Cool. I don't have anything else to say about this. Formula One, I think this is sick. It's coming to Vegas. I mean, I have friends that would be the last people that would enjoy watching racing and Formula One. Recently tell me I have to watch the documentary or the docuseries or whatever on Netflix and how awesome Formula One is. They talked about the teams and the money and how it all works out, and I'm like, all right, well, clearly this is picking up big time in the States. So obviously this is just more testament to the popularity of Formula One. And I would assume that the cards can, honestly, I think if I were buying any cards as shorter to midterm investments, it'd probably be Formula One to try to flip or whatever, but I don't do really sports cards, so.
Totally. Yeah, it's cool that they're going to be shutting down the whole Las Vegas Strip. And if anyone's ever been there, that's the entire thing of Vegas. Las Vegas is basically a city in the middle of the desert with this long road in the middle where all the casinos are, and they're going to be racing down that road. So it's going to be pretty epic to see what it looks like at nighttime
sick.
too, with all the lights and stuff.
I want to go, dude.
Yeah.
In our chat, pretty sure I'm the biggest holder of Azuki's in GFNF with 22.
Wow, yeah, you would be. Holy shit.
Pretty sure that you would be, and that's freaking awesome.
That's amazing.
Wow, so you got 44 of those airdrops. Good for you.
Let's go. 44 times.
It's 150 ETH, basically.
ETH.
Wow.
Holy shinto.
Wow, congrats.
Love it.
Who's that person?
That's Mike Track. Goes by the name Vinch in GFNF.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, badass. No, I don't know, honestly.
I think I have an idea of who it is, but let me see. That's okay. Cool.
Got sick. Let's see real quick. I want to do a little update on the OpenSea volume. I want to see if it updated on. It seemed like it didn't update there recently on Dune. No, still showing 64. I'm looking for this candle to update. I feel like it hasn't updated in a minute or something. Unless nobody's just buying right now. They're all eating lunch. Yeah. Let me see something. OpenSea volume. DAP radar. Let's see what DAP radar shows. I haven't looked at this in a minute. Oh, man. I guess I can't see the daily on here. McKay, do you have... What's the other site you use for volume?
thenifty.com.
I like
Okay.
flips.finance.
Yeah, we're talking about OpenSea volume, not sports cards, Garrett.
Yeah, what? I know.
What's Flips? What's
Flips
Flips
not finance.
Finance? Flips Finance.
I'm serious. It's great.
Oh, this is that Mike Flips. He's 14 years old. Yeah.
Check it.
Yeah, I want to see it actually real quick. Do you have it for the day though? You know what I'm saying? It shows 24 hours, but that means it's gonna take from 12:35 yesterday and through today. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see just today starting at midnight. Anyways, it's not gonna update on Dune, I'm assuming, but I just wanted to see if we could see how we were looking now. It's been stuck there for a minute. I don't have anything else to cover today. I do want to look at Kiwami's. Way down. I hope none of you guys bought Kiwami's.
I don't want to talk about it.
Garrett did. You always counter Garrett. Garrett bought the top.
Dude, okay, this
Do the
one was
opposite.
different though because OpenSea actually rugged me, but it's all good. I got honeypotted because people couldn't list, and yeah, all buyers in that time period got trapped, but it's all good, dude. Count it to the game.
Yeah, it was an ape trap for real. No one could list. So
Oh my
I
God.
got saved.
Um,
Ape trap.
Where My Vans Go, we've covered that. At 50 still. Bored Apes still doing their thing.
Friendly reminder to buy a book game or
Yeah,
if you don't
book
have one,
games.
because that's coming up next week.
On the
Really
5th,
soon.
they're doing the snapshot. I was gonna.
3.8 right now. 0.38, I mean.
Okay.
0.387. Almost
Yeah.
0.4 again.
We're gonna see that run up. I'm still thinking we see 0.5 prior to the drawing. Like 0.5 is my low end, and then who knows, because you'd be in price discovery at 0.45 plus, so never know. Obviously 0.5's probably got a ton listed, but yeah, book games and Gary Vee and all that is something I'd be a part of. Word of Women, interesting, because we talked about that yesterday, like being a part of and it's just now like the Azuki's, that the official thing that they just airdrop. Like if you want exposure to these projects, like these are great options for people that don't have 10 ETH or more.
Yeah.
Like that's a good option. Word of
I'd
Women
probably
Galaxy.
wait till the Azuki.
Yeah, I'd
airdrop
wait on
reveal.
these now for
Yeah.
sure.
Just to see what they are.
Nothing's gonna happen, in my opinion, like World of Women Galaxy in like 1, 2, 3 week time frame. I feel like that's gonna make them do anything. But yeah, longer term, if you're bullish on NFTs and want exposure to a great project, I think looking for an entry on World of Women Galaxy around 1, I guess. Maybe they could go down to 1-ish or lower. I don't know. It seems like a solid play though. The other thing I wanted to bring up was Garrett brought this up. How there's rumors and whatnot on Doodles. They've been quiet, and how they may look to reward people like Azuki's just did, and like how Bored Ape rewarded people with Ape. And I think that would be actually a smart play by them, and could see these actually having. I mean, it's a lot of money to buy in, but
They're
Yeah.
over here for one.
yeah,
Exactly. I saw some bigger guys this morning talking about how basically every project that's considered quote unquote blue chip has done a considerable size airdrop for holders, like 5 to 10 ETH plus, right? And they basically just do with that information what you will. But yeah, Doodles has been quiet, and from what we know, obviously we know people love the project, and buying when it's quiet is generally what breeds the most success, rather than buying into hype and volume. So yeah, could be a play. Doodles are still cool for sure.
Yeah, because the space doodles didn't add any. It didn't change the bottom line for any of the holders. So I think that's really what you look for. But maybe that's not the approach that Doodles takes. Like maybe they'll try to just do something different. I don't know.
cool. Any other random stuff you guys want to talk about?
Not a lot, man. I just really think it's cool what Azuki did, and can't emphasize that how I really did think that they had the best executed, coolest looking NFT party and meetup. I've heard it looked amazing. So yeah, shout out to all Azuki holders, man. You guys you're feeling good today, I'm sure.
Cool.
My mental investment in Azuki is going swimmingly.
Let's go.
Yeah, I remember I asked Adam if we wanted to split one when they were like 4 ETH, and we didn't end up doing it, but maybe we should have.
Not maybe.
Damn.
Oh well.
Cool. Thanks, guys. We'll be
Yeah.
back tomorrow.
Sounds
Maybe we'll have an announcement tomorrow from Bored Ape, since it's Friday. But
Let's see some land.
Oh yeah, do your KYC if you haven't. I think they're closing it tomorrow.
oh yeah, that's right.
Good call. Yep.
Go. Give me your info.
Yeah, because I think after
Yeah.
that will be the land sale. So I think they're doing things sequentially.
Give them that info, bro. Okay. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for